that back in 1985, no one predicted the vast community that would grow up around the 28 junior high age singers that formed the very first Youth Singers Choir. True connections were formed, many that have lasted to this day. When parents and siblings of these singers expressed interest in getting in on the fun, new choirs were formed to make those dreams a reality. Lifelong friendships, marriages, and second and third generations of families have found a home at YSC. This is the story of those connections and of this amazing community.
Hi everybody, my name's Ryan. I've been a youth singer for 9 years, and they asked me to... Woo! Yeah! They asked me because I've been here for so long to come up and say something about the youth singers, and I want to say it promotes family, it promotes togetherness, and that's why I want to do what I want to do. Corey, if you could come down here for a second. Where did she go? Hi. Everybody, this is Corey. We met 3 years ago at the Youth Singer Retreat. And she and most everybody on the stage doesn't know that it's coming. Marry me?
Hello everybody, I'm Jen Morton.
Hi, I'm Dave Morton. We've been married since 1995, and we've been youth singers since 1986 and 1988.
Hi, my name's Jocelyn Jones.
And I'm Jeremy Jones.
And we were married in 1999. I started with the Youth Singers of Calgary in 1986.
And for me, it was 1994.
Hi, my name is Ken Lima-Coelho.
And I'm Tara Lima-Coelho.
We have been married since July 13th, 2002.
Hi, I'm Brea.
And I'm Devin. We are the
Hardys.
Yay! So I joined Youth Singers in 1999 until 2006.
I joined Youth Singers in 2000.
Also till 2006.
I'm Kathy Bain.
I'm Brian Clark. I started with Youth Singers in the early 90s when my sons joined and volunteered up till now. I started with Second Chance, the adult division, in 97 and have been there ever since.
I started volunteering in the historian position when my daughter started in 1996, and I joined Second Chance in 2002.
Hi, I'm Cassandra Clifford.
And I'm Matthew Oliveira.
And I started Youth Singers in 2003 in Kids Express.
And I started in 2007 in senior high. And unfortunately, we had to leave in 2013 when we moved out to Toronto.
You know, this dude shows on the scene, and he made a pretty big impact pretty early on, I think, in his youth singer career. We started dating, about 4 months after you joined the choir, I think?
Sure. Yeah, we were 16.
Sure. We first met when we were in the Act 3 division, and we were cast as couple at a high school dance.
As dance partners, I pulled her straight through my legs, right to my heart.
Yeah, that's how the romance began.
I'm in an a cappella group called the Heebie Jeebies. We're a 4-part harmony group here in Calgary, and you came to a gig we were doing.
Yeah, it was Jocelyn Jones's birthday. Jocelyn Jones is another youth singer who has a long history. And her husband planned a birthday celebration at Rockin' Robin's Diner.
Rockin' Robin's Diner. And this whole choir of people came to see the show. And it was Dave Morton and Jennifer and Jocelyn and Jeremy and just a whole bunch of folks. And I knew all of them except one. And that's the girl I married.
I still remember walking into the first rehearsal, and the only person I knew there was my best friend, Donald Jones. I sat beside him and I said, Donald, who's that cute boy sitting beside you?
It was me, of course.
And he said, stay away from him, Brea.
Donald, we need to chat.
But Chris Thompson actually partnered us together for the spring show that year.
Thank you, Chris.
And we were practicing a lift. and I accidentally kicked Devin.
Which hurt a lot because she was a soccer player.
And he put me down and I kissed him on the cheek and I just said, "Oh, I'm so sorry."
It was wonderful.
And then fireworks shot off.
V-claps.
We knew each other through our volunteer activities on a hello, goodbye relationship, and met in China in the China tour of 2004. Started dating.
So it was really nice being able to see each other not only at high school, but also in Youth Singers, especially since we lived on opposite ends of the city from each other. So it wasn't always necessarily convenient or easy to make plans to see each other on certain days at certain times, but being able to not only see each other at high school, but knowing that we effectively had a bit of a standing date.
With like 40 other people.
Every Wednesday for rehearsals.
How were people involved in our wedding from Youth Singers? Well, in some ways, how were they not?
How were they not?
I mean, you know, we had a choir that, you know, sang as part of our ceremony that was directed by Malcolm Edwards.
Right.
That was made up of all of our friends at that time that were in what was the young adult division, but is now Act 3.
And the whole division sang at our wedding.
We had friends from Youth Singers that were part of our wedding party, or did various different sort of roles for us, people that are very dear to us to this day.
And this was a tradition that I'm not sure if there was any precedent for it, but certainly carried on in the years that followed, was at the reception, all of the assembled youth singers, and there were enough that we could easily perform choreographed material, and we could virtually block ourselves at the wedding reception and perform an assortment of youth singer hits.
We did. It was impromptu, but yet, you know, as youth singer performers have way of doing, right? Just sort of came together beautifully. And we had a bunch of songs that we had done, that we had taken on tour just a few months before. So, I mean, just tunes from over the years, and
the guests must have been shocked at how rehearsed we were.
Our wedding day was a full-on Youth Singers affair. We had members of the Youth Singers who were really good friends of ours who stood up for us on that day. We had members who participated in the choir that we had, and as well as our MCs for the day.
Yeah, we had a song especially arranged by a former youth singer, performed by youth singers during the ceremony. And of course, as has become tradition, after a youth singer's wedding, the chorus of Bridge Over Troubled Waters broke out.
It did.
So, our youth singer friends were all a part of our big wedding day. In a big way.
Yeah, we had this amazing wedding choir because, of course, all of these youth singer friends got together. My favorite memory is when we were rehearsing for it at our rehearsal dinner. The choir was rehearsing, and Jackson Morton, who was just a little guy at that time, was singing at the top of his lungs. Remember?
We got married in 2007.
2007 on Maui, Hawaii.
Yeah, we went to have just a little ceremony. We went to get Maui'd with our family. And then when we got back, we threw a huge party
Massive
here.
party.
And all of the youth singers came. And we had a wonderful choreographed high V
snaps
dance party.
With wonderful blocking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Youth Singers played a big part in our wedding day, as we chose to have a destination wedding in Mexico on the beach.
Our wedding party was our immediate family, our 5 children who had been or were still members of Youth Singers.
We ended up getting married in 2015 in August. We obviously invited not only our family, but our YSC family as well.
We had so much fun. It was just nice to see everyone again. I mean, we made friends in Toronto, but we just found that the relationships that we made at the Youth Singers of Calgary are life-lasting, and it was just so nice to go back and have everyone be there celebrating our big day with us, and just honestly seeing all of our friends again was probably the best part of that day. I mean, I love you, wedding aside. It was just nice to see everyone. We spent our first Valentine's Day together on a cruise ship in the Bahamas. So we haven't been able to top that since. So thank you, Youth Singers, for doing that.
Made my life easy.
Yep.
I think it's fair to say in the beginning, Youth Singers was our family life. It was a fabulous place for the kids, especially when they were in junior high and high school. It gave them a place to belong, and they've developed lifelong friendships from their time at Youth Singers.
I would strongly second that.
And after participating in the choirs, my children became staff members. And I know that the choirs have been a real big part for Brian and I. And even now, we have a grandson who's in Kids in Music.
I know for me, when I first joined Youth Singers, I was really young and I didn't know what direction I was going in. And Cheryl and Beth trusted me and they hired me to be a part of the staff. And I'm always going to be grateful for everybody that took a chance on a young kid.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
We're also very grateful for all the wonderful friendships we made with Youth Singers, and we maintain and cherish many of those friendships today. Certainly, Donald Jones, who is the
Godfather to our kiddos. And Kaylee Lewis,
the godmother,
the goddess mother to our babies. So
that's right. We had wonderful travel opportunities through the tours. Of course, the wonderful opportunities to perform. And, last but not least, Vaughn Lilico taught me how to properly fold a pair of pants, which is a skill that I've been grateful for and continue to use to this day.
So both of our kids have been involved at different points in Youth Singers. Ashlyn is still involved. I'm still actually involved in Encore, one of the adult divisions of Youth Singers.
Adam has been in Youth Singers. He was in Kids in Music when he was really small. And then for a little stint in his teenage years, he really wanted to go to Disneyland with the choir, so he joined and had a great tour year. I've been involved, obviously, at the beginning, when I was a young person, but I had a stint on the board of directors. I've been an active MC, including for this event. And so it's been a big part of our lives. And you've been involved lately with Hearts Out.
I've been helping plan Hearts Out.
So all the fun you're having today?
Well, no.
Youth Singers has impacted our married life in a myriad ways. I started with Youth Singers in 2001 on the staff, so that's been a big part of our lives. We went on to have 2 children who both have sung with Youth Singers, and both of our mothers actually sang with Youth Singers for a brief time in Second Chance.
And our son still sings with Youth Singers. I continue to sing with On Cue to this day. And it's just been such a huge part of our life, as Jocelyn said. I really believe that music brings people together. And so many of the people that we've met through Youth Singers remain our closest friends to this day.
Absolutely. I really think that besides standing up for us on our special day, our friends have stood by us for the 22 plus years of our marriage. They've been the ones that we've turned to when times have been difficult. They're always there for us, and we're just so lucky to be part of this amazing, beautiful community.
One special way in which a special family member of ours has participated in Youth Singers is the STAR program in Jackson, our son Jackson. As he got older, there really wasn't a good fit for Jackson, who was born with some cognitive and physical disabilities. There just wasn't a place to put him in the normal program. And this is a question we would get asked again and again over the years is, what about Jackson? When are you putting Jackson into the program? And where there's a will, there's a way. And you, Jennifer, and Amanda Croto, former Youth Singer, created this program from scratch. And it's a program that serves the special needs community in Calgary all the way from, elementary school all the way up through to adulthood.
We've all found our sort of way of expressing ourselves through music in our family, and I think that Georgia has really found her voice, literally and figuratively, with that as well. She's made some wonderful connections and friendships. Youth Singers has been so much the sort of foundational source of it all. So I'm gonna cry.
Oh.
We're here, we met, we fell in love, we had kids, and we went out, we're carrying this. Yes, just how it goes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Youth Singers affected my life in the following ways. How long have we got?
Over a dozen marriages began at Youth Singers. not to mention thousands of friendships and countless friend groups who have been there for each other through thick and thin. It's this sense of community and a feeling of belonging that keeps people coming back to youth singers, sometimes for decades. And it's why many families choose to go all in with their involvement.
My name is Megan Emmett. I'm the Youth Singers of Calgary's CEO, and I joined the program as a singer in 1987. I love leading youth singers because, frankly, the artistic staff are some of the most creative, wonderful, full of heart people that I've ever met in any of my travels. And I love teaching. I still teach with Kids Express and Kadazzle, and I see the dedication and the heart that the other artistic staff bring to their classrooms, and I see the impact that it has on young people, including my own children.
I'm Dexter. I started Youth Singers in 2009.
My name is Katie, and I started Youth Singers in 2014. My name is Chloe, and I started Youth Singers in 2014.
My favorite thing about Youth Singers is the opportunities to work with all the amazing people that we do. I've just loved having that chance to be able to be a part of their vision and like the Youth Singers.
My favorite thing about Youth Singers is honestly just the final song when you're on stage, and it's just nice. My favorite thing about Youth Singers is being able to spend time with my friends and my family and the people that I love.
It's always time for Youth Singers at our house, whether that's someone's at Youth Singers or someone's working for Youth Singers.
The time that we have as a family, I took some time away from Youth Singers. We had our children, and I came back. The kids are all in the program. They love it. We sing together at the table. We work on harmonies. We joke about Youth Singers. So yeah, my husband says his 4 pet peeves are singing, dancing, acting, and performing, which I know, is a way to tease all of the wonderful stuff that he sees happening with our children.
It's a hard thing to quantify, just how many people owe their best day ever to Youth Singers. But if happiness is judged by miles of smiles, Youth Singers are doing great.